First machine we're going to take a look at is our flat pack. This machine can work on roll bags, or it can make the bag, and we'll just cycle it here in a second. All right, go ahead, Emo. Okay, so that's our flat pack machine. We also make an auto pouch that puts the film in a different plane for gravity filling. Now we're going to move over to the edge of the booth, or the entry to the booth, and take a look at the Econo pouch. The Econo pouch is a pouch machine that takes pre-made bags. Okay, the pre-made bags can be just plain bags, or we have versions that are capable of opening a stand-up pouch. And in this case, the machine is equipped with a 2-head scale system with a rejection hopper on each side. As you see here, you can see that there's a discharge. There's a discharge on that side. And the way that works is, if the dump is correct in weight, it will go into the center. If it's too much over, it will go to the outside. So it's a pretty good machine for economics. You're not giving too much stuff away. Now I'll move over to the other side of the machine. And as the bag comes out, there's an exiting conveyor. We call it a discharge conveyor. That takes the product up and into the next stage, which in this case will be a metal detector. Metal detector and a checkware combination. As you can see, that there is a noise, the beep you hear. The beep you hear is telling you that there is metal in that particular package, and to reject it, and there would be there's 2 paddles on the machine. The other one is for the check weighing section, and if the weight is too much or too little, it would reject it into the bucket behind. Okay, at the end of the conveyor is a rotary table, a collection table. So what you're looking at here now is a complete system for the small manufacturer. This system can be cycled at somewhere between 10 and 18 a minute, depending on what kind of a machine it is. If it is a plain bag machine like this, plain pouch, it would be about 15 a minute. If it is a stand-up pouch, it would be about 10 a minute, because it has to open the pouch. All the pouches come in and they're not open, so the machine has a mechanism on it to be able to open the pouch. Now next, we're going to move over to the Air Zero vacuum sealer. This is a 600 millimeter machine, and it will vacuum or gas flush, vacuum, gas flush, or vacuum, gas flush, and vacuum. It has built into it a few different kinds of cycles depending on what you want to accomplish. Moving down to the band sealer section, we have 3 different kinds of band sealers. Excuse me. We have 3 different kinds of band sealers. This is the very basic one, and it also has a Codetech inkjet printer on it, and it would print on the package as the package goes by. I did forget to go back. I'm going to go back to the flat pack. I did forget to mention that we have 2 Codetech printers on here, and the 2 Codetech printers are capable of printing even a ID symbol for scanning, which is the new and latest thing. Now we'll go back over to the band sealers. This band sealer again is just the basic band sealer. It can tip to about 30 degrees. This table here, this whole table will tip like this if you'd like to have it, depending on what kind of a product you're putting into the machine. Next we have a combination machine, which is not normally something that is comes to the market, but is a machine that we like to have for the show so that we can test 2 different concepts. The first concept is a concept with a vacuum nozzle, and what would happen is that the bag would come in here, put that bag, run that bag through there. You don't have to vacuum it, put it inside the just run it through like you would normally be doing it, you know. Okay, so it's got a motion like this, and it's going to take the air out of the pouch. And of course we didn't take too much air out of it because we're trying to make a demo here, but we also have a Venturi, which is right here, and that will reduce the amount of air in the package. So if that's all you want to do is to reduce the amount of air, then the Venturi would work fine. If you would like to gas flush, you could use this nozzle with a combination of that, but that's not a normal thing that we do. And this one also has a Codetech inkjet printer, cartridge inkjet printer. And as you can see, it makes a very visible date, code, and lot, as everything on the market today has to have. Now this is a vertical band sealer, and this vertical band sealer is used a lot for the stand-up pouch. As you can see up on top of the machine there is a large bag. Go ahead and run those 2 bags through you. So it can take a bag like that and run it through. The nice thing about this that it is a nice machine if you have a heavier product. Run that big one in there, please. Okay, as you can see, the bigger bags are also no problem. And the conveyor goes up and down, and there's adjustments for the rail in the back and the front, right here, to keep the package running down the center of the belt. And there also is adjustment for the head height and adjustment for the conveyor height. Now we'll go over to the header card machine. This is the heat seal header card machine. The heat seal header card machine will heat seal and punch. We'll deliver a card to the table, fold it when you put the bag in, and it will seal it and punch the hole at the same time. And we'll demonstrate one bag here. So you pull the card to the table, folds it, and makes a complete package. Cycling speed of this machine is up to about 25 a minute. Usually an operator cannot feed it any faster. And next we have something new. We did make staple machines in the past with cartridge staplers. However, with the difficulty of getting the cartridge staplers, we decided to develop a wire feed system. So here we're using a Boss Stitch wire feed stapler, and you can see that we have a roll of wire, and then we're going to form it to make the staples. All right, we'll give it a cycle. Okay, we lost our air, but just give us a second. We'll come back to this. Dad, can you cycle this machine? Can you cycle this machine? Next, we're going to, as you can see, that where everybody's getting prepared for the beginning of the show. This is a compass denester. What this does is it takes a tray and a group of trays like this. And you can see how long that conveyor is, so you have a good stock. And it's going to deliver them to the conveyor for feeding. Now here's some of the products that they've made machines for. Take a slow look at that. And then we'll come down and we'll give you a few cycles to show you a little bit of how that works. Go ahead. See it's pulling one off the end, depositing it on the conveyor for filling by cookies or crackers or this kind of product. Okay. Now we'll take a look at the header card staple machine again. You can see it's stapling. Go ahead and do another one. I'll take a look at this one at the same time. So now you can see the staples there. Delivers the card to the table. And puts a staple. Two staples on it in this case. So you can see the staples are nice and clean, and you have a nice looking package, can handle very heavy products. All right, again, we'll take a walk around the whole booth. And there is the denester again by Compass. Moving on to the complete pre-made bag machine delivery system with a 2-head scale. Discharge conveyor. Metal detector. Checkware. And rotary table collection system. Air Zero vacuum sealers. I didn't mention before, the Air Zero vacuum sealers are also available in a regular sealer. So if you didn't need the vacuum, we can bring in a regular sealer or variations of. We also have some chambers, some small chamber machines that Air Zero makes. There's our flat pack again. And the band sealers. The Kotek printers. the vacuum band sealer, stand-up pouch or heavy bag sealer, band sealer, and again our two header card machines. All right, thank you very much. Hope that gives you an idea of what we did at PackExpo 2014.